Okay, so I was told that you might have missed yesterday's training. So my team has done something special today. Unlike the previous few times, what they did last night, throughout the night, was they cut out the very special segments, the important points, and summarize it into a short video for you. But I'm going to give you the rundown of what it is first, and then you watch it and you kind of know what happened yesterday. All right? So I start off by talking about the wise sage and the monkey. Basically, it's about a story about a monkey who found a key belonging to a sage, but because it's a monkey, the monkey doesn't know what the key is for. So he used to scratch your head, try to taste it. It didn't know that the key is supposed to be inserted into a door to unlock a door. And a door is a metaphor for secrets and opportunities. So basically, learning Feng Shui is equivalent to you having this key. Knowing what to do with Feng Shui is the secret to unlocking the opportunities that lie behind those doors. So that was the story I started off yesterday. Then I talk about the very important 3 energy triggers to abundance. That's the secret behind mind, body, spirit activation. It's about function, not so much about placing an item. So remember to watch that replay to understand this concept, very important. And then I talk about the most powerful stars in period 9 and the combinations that you see inside a flying star chart and which ones to activate first. Well, of course, if you see the 3-number combination, that will be the best box to activate. If not, look for the double numbers. If not, at least look for the singular number. Then I tell everyone about a story of a secret formula, a secret ointment. Now, I'll let you watch the story yourself because the team did a great job by cutting that whole segment out. I can't do it again this morning. I think the excitement and energy is over, but you can see that captured on video. And the story kind of summarizes the entire gist of this entire activation track that you've been learning in the last 4 parts and also in the 5th part in our training. And it reviews the missing piece, the entire Feng Shui Academy framework as well. Now, I also ended the session by talking about the 5 ways to mitigate Sachi, to block, to diffuse, to control, and dissolve, and to disconnect from negative Qi. And I also talked about the 10 ideas for powerful activations in Feng Shui. Those that don't require expensive items, rituals, or renovations. All right? And of course, as per the part 1 of our training, I told you guys about an offer. Well, I did that yesterday as well. I made an offer for anyone who is watching part of this training program to join me in the Feng Shui Academy. All the details are on this page that you see, on this email that you're receiving, as well as on the main training page as well. You can watch this there. And I think that this year is one of the best enrollment package that we have in years. And this is a fully updated new Feng Shui Academy. And by joining us, you also get the 8 Mentions Masterclass as well as the Flying Star for period 9. And for those of you guys who are joining us, part of the first few who take that leap of faith to join us, you might also stand a chance to get the free gift, which is the Feng Shui Starter gift. Well, I'm not going to spoil the fun for you. Watch and learn from the story. So this is the edited version, the concise version of what happened yesterday. Watch the video and I will see you inside the Feng Shui Academy. Once upon a time in ancient China, in the Song dynasty, there was this family who's in the cloth bleaching business. And they've been in this business for many generations already, right? So every day, this family and their workers will go to the river. They'll first soak the textiles in this bleaching solutions for some time. And then after that, they will take that up to the river, to let the river currents wash away all the bleach. And they've been doing that for many, 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 many years. And when winter came around, you see, they're not the only ones in the business. When winter came around, most of the people in the same business who depended on the river would have to close for the season. Because we're talking about, this deep winter where the weather is so freaking cold and dry, and then, if they continue to work, the water would cause the skin to split into painful cracks. Now, everyone closed during winter except for this one family. The reason is because they have a very special ointment to protect their hands. So this ointment is kind of like magic. It's like a secret formula passed down through the generations. And this very secret formula allowed them to work even throughout the deep winter time. So that's why they prosper in this cloth bleaching business. Then one day, a traveler who have heard of this very special ointment, right, and came to visit this family. And so he looked and said, wow, this is really interesting. So he talked to the head of the family, and he offered to buy that secret formula for 100 gold ingots. Now, 100 gold ingots at the time is obviously a lot of money. The head of family was looking at it and said, wow, this would take us at least another 50 to 60 years to save up so much money. Even though we were doing okay, but this is a lot of money. So he went and discussed with the families, the kids and all that. And, they're saying, we've been doing this business for generations, and then we could, barely make ends meet. We're doing okay, but, if we just sell this one formula, we can still continue our business. But if you sell this one this formula, we'll get like 100 gold ingots. Surely it cannot be better than this, right? Let's think about it. So look at our room, and everyone nodded in agreement. So they finally decided, let's do this. All right, so the transaction took place, money changed hands, and the cloth bleaching family, sold the secret formula. So what they did was, the head of the family made a copy, right? Made a full copy of it, and he handed it on to the traveler. So the traveler, okay, thank you very much. He went on his way, life returned normal. The bleaching family, cloth bleaching family continued to do what they do, but the traveler went on to the palace to meet the king. So he saw an audience, and he presented this secret formula and explained to this king how to produce a lot of quantities of this secret formula to the king. The reason why he went to see the king is because King Wu at that time has been on this constant war with the neighboring kingdom of Yu. This war has been going on for years, and he could never ever gain the upper hand. But now, King Wu's army, using this very special ointment that he got, King Wu is able to launch his first ever successful attack in the history of these two kingdoms ever. So when the armies clash at the bordering river during deep winter, this ointment worked as expected. It protected King Wu's soldiers. And so while the Yu army's soldiers lacked this protection, so their hands were like blistering and cracking in the cold winter, this King Wu's army thrived. They can hold their weapons, whereas the enemy couldn't hold their weapons. So King Wu decimated the Yu army and unified the two territories under his rule. And so in gratitude of this special ointment, right, gave to him by the traveler, because such a pivotal role in history, King Wu granted a very large estate and made this traveler a noble as part of the royal family. And so the traveler settled in his new place and lived a very, very good life, and then reflected on a path that he took, that brought him here in this luxury that he has now rightfully earned, right? So now he's got abundance, acquired wealth, right? And all because he acquired a secret formula for 100 gold ingots. Now, surely he thought to himself at the time, wow, this must be the best deal ever, right? For 100 gold ingots, I'm able to exchange for all this entire estate. Now, let's look at the moral of this story, right? This is very important for our learning here today. So in this story, the secret ointment represents the Feng Shui formulas that you guys are learning. So, the question now is this: how will you use the ointment, your secret formula of Feng Shui? So moving forward, there are two roles you can choose to play. The first one is be the cloth bleachers. So as the cloth bleacher, you continue to apply the ointment, but continue doing what you do. Still washing your clothes in a cold winter, while you will do it better than the other competitors who was using the river in winter, but you're still toiling yourself, right? Or you make a conscious decision to be the traveler. Now, as you know, the traveler made a huge difference. Took the same ointment, the secret formula, and subsequently now owned estate, became a noble as a result. What I'm about to share with you is the secret to this ointment. It's kind of like a blueprint that will significantly impact the chances that you meet in life and succeed. So let me show you now that missing piece that makes Feng Shui work. You've seen this before, right? This has always been the secret formula. This has always been that one framework that will get you scalable results with Feng Shui. And there are 5 pillars in this framework: core, functional, systemic, targeted, transcend. These 5 pillars represent the entire Feng Shui blueprint. And if you understand this and deploy it in the way like the traveler, your success can be 5x or 10x. But if you apply it on a very superficial level, like the cloth bleachers, you'll still be doing a lot of work, but you won't get to the level where you get ownership. Now, guys, this is the 5 pillars of the new Feng Shui Academy. This is where the entire Feng Shui Academy was built on. Let me explain to you. Now, you could study Feng Shui on your own. You could spend the next 5 years or the next 10 years trying to decode charts and timing cycles, elemental interactions, just like you apply ointment on your hand and start washing and maybe wash clothes faster. You could do that, right? And in my case, back in those days, it took me close to 30 years to truly unlock this missing piece right here that you see. Now, you could be reading the classics, watching YouTube videos, right? Buying lots of books and attending some random workshops. You could do all that. And after all that time, you'd probably still be second guessing. And you'd probably still be unsure of which stars to prioritize or which activation, that can really move the needle and when, that actual timing that truly matters. But that was the old way, guys. All right? And you don't have to walk that path anymore. What I want to show you is the true way to get results. I want you to be like the traveler, because I want to explain to you how exactly you can turn this around by using similar formulas but in this new fashion, in this new way. The old way, too slow, worn out before you even start. The new way, the Feng Shui Academy way, this is the way to win with Feng Shui. And after working with thousands of real-life cases, homes, businesses, skyscrapers, spiritual sites, I've seen what actually works and what doesn't, all right? I've been that traveler. I've helped many travelers along the way, not just in theory, but in motion. And we've trained more than 10,000 students since the opening of the Feng Shui Academy, which means we know exactly where people get stuck. We know where they get results and what wastes people time. And that's the difference, okay? And this is very different than people who traditionally know about Feng Shui, because we've done this multiple times. Remember, there's 2 paths. One is like the cloth bleachers. A lot of older Feng Shui style there's still cloth bleachers today. Whereas there's the traveler who made a difference, who actually helped empires. And in your case, become great consultants and professionals and advisors that can actually make a difference. We've got the data, we've got the proof, not just from clients, from large-scale projects that most people only read about in textbooks. And because of that, our framework is laser-focused. It's personalized, it's practical, it's precise. And because it was built on the backs of thousands of real life, real people's story. Now, of course, you could hire a high-level Feng Shui consultant to do this for you. That will run you maybe $10,000, maybe more. And if you want annual alignment updates, you probably need to add another $5,000 to $10,000 every single year. Or you could try to book me. Wait list is about 2 to 3 months. But the thing is this, what if you don't have to? What if for less than $2,000, aka less than 100 ingots, you could gain a lifetime access to the same system that I use with my private clients, aka the secret ointment right here, okay? Now, this is the same system that I've used to advise CEOs, celebrities. I'm talking about A-list celebrities, okay? Some of you know who my client lists are, startups and even leaders of nations. Now, you wouldn't just want to learn to apply Feng Shui. That's very equivalent to you applying ointment on your hand and washing your hands in winter. What you'll be doing here is you want to learn it like how the traveler or King Wu use it. You want to learn how to master timing. You want to design breakthroughs. and shift the trajectory of your home space or your workspace and your life towards success and gain that momentum. It's going to be a low one-time investment, kind of like that 100 ingots, okay? For a lifetime of returns, just like the traveler. Let me show you exactly what's inside the new Feng Shui Academy. Remember I told you that when I first went to study with the Master Lam in Hong Kong back in 1997, and he told me, well, it's you need at least 40 lessons. And remember, he told me at that time, it's $1,000 US. I kid you not, that was the exact amount. To me, that was like how many 100 ingots I have to give at that time. So this core training that you see right here consists of more than 40 lessons. Stage 1 talks about core forces. This is all the fundamentals of great Feng Shui. They're the same across all different Feng Shui disciplines, right? You look at the topics here, you see all this, right? From flow, life by design, guardians of the land, yin and yang, great confluence, short-term, long-term Feng Shui, essentials, everything are there, all right? You know about the 24 mountains, the 10 stems, the branches, but these are all just the basic stuff. But once you get into the next level, where you get into the essential functions, we're talking about functions of Feng Shui. You got a glimpse of it in parts 3 and part 4, okay? A little bit of function-based Feng Shui. How do you use your space instead of just putting stuff everywhere? Using space makes a huge difference, okay? Then we go on to vibrational sync method, the full scale of systemic Feng Shui. This is like you being able to understand the vast usages of that secret ointment, not just knowing how to protect your hand in winter. Now you know way more for long-term success. This is, in systemic Feng Shui, it's kind of like King Wu being able to apply the ointment for all his soldiers so that he have a long-term success of unifying the kingdoms. That's this level. And there are many lessons here that talk about systemic Feng Shui. It covers all the different aspects. And then we go into stage 4, that's where we enter targeted approach. We call this energy alignment methods. And this is from lesson 41 onwards. So many lessons. Now you may think, wow, each one is 1 hour, it's going to take me a long time. Not really. These are shortened and precise, easy, bite-sized lessons. It's not like those days when people sit in the class for 2 hours learning, without getting to the point. This one, short, to the point, easy to learn. All structured for the modern day student. So if you want to learn how to take this ointment to the level of how the traveler is using the secret formula, this is a targeted approach. You're specifically aiming at specific aspects of your life that you want to improve. And then we take this to stage 5, that's where spatial transcendence takes place. And this is where we introduce the concept of time dimension in a totally different aspect. The annual afflictions, the 4 major auspicious stars, the great sun formula, everything that you need, including chasing the well stars, down to the point. And this is from lesson 52 onwards. Look at how detailed this entire framework is. So in a nutshell, the challenges that you could overcome by understanding Feng Shui stretches far beyond what you could do with just ointment on the hand. Financial challenges, health and vitality issues, relationship problems, career stagnation, intellectual and creative growth, influence and authority, mental clarity and well-being, right? Spiritual fulfillment, emotional growth, all this based on this secret formula, this framework that I'm talking about. That is the new Feng Shui Academy. Now, if you have done Feng Shui Academy maybe 6 to 10 years ago, that was the old framework. This is totally revised, completely rewritten and updated, fully refined and reproduced. So this training is more concise and has higher impact modules. Now, if you bought the Feng Shui Academy at any other time, it's usually $3,800 for enrollment. But today, you're not going to pay $3,800 for this secret formula. There's a special enrollment fee just for you guys who are attending this 4 or 5 day training. Now, before I go on to how many gold ingots you need to exchange for the enrollment of the Feng Shui Academy, let me tell you these 2 other things first. Remember this? The 8 Mansions Masterclass. This is like the best ever evergreen type of Feng Shui. It's like the other secret ointment to the secret ointment. Okay, so this is a $1,997 training program, full-scale training program, and we also have the period 9 training program. This is the Flying Star Feng Shui Secrets for period 9. This is also for $1,997. Now, guys, when you join us this year, and this year alone, for the Feng Shui Academy, we are also going to include the entire 8 Mansions Masterclass training together with your enrollment this year. This is the full training that is included for free for you. So you join our main training, Feng Shui Academy, it includes the 8 Mansions Masterclass. Oh, and not only that, remember I told you there's a possibility of also getting the Flying Star Feng Shui for period 9? We are also going to include the entire Flying Star Feng Shui for period 9 training as part of your enrollment package this year. Oh, and by the way, it's not going to be $3,800. For the entire training package, your investment is $1,997. Now, I want you to have a look at this screen right here. This is one of my favorite photos. It's me on stage during one of my live events. About almost 14,000 people turn up live. Live events always give me the energy, and and also gives me the feedback and connection with people. And I really like doing this sort of events. So I'm going to include something really special as part of our enrollment this year, and that is the access to the Feng Shui Summit live stream event. Now, I do understand that doing a live event, it's not easy for people to travel from different parts of the world and even to make time, right, sometimes. But what we're going to do is we're going to live stream this Feng Shui Summit to you. It's going to be a virtual event for you, and I want you to get the front row VIP seat. And obviously as a VIP, you get certain privileges. We will announce that closer to the time. So this is the Feng Shui Summit live stream event. It's going to be a game changer in the industry. There's going to be experts from different disciplines of Feng Shui. There's going to be our students, our consultants, our practitioners, sharing their secrets to you. You're going to learn a lot about Feng Shui that you will otherwise never get to hear just by reading books or reading stuff online. So this alone will be the game changer when it comes to Feng Shui. Also, I know a lot of people have been asking about the Feng Shui Explorer. What about the log pages? Do we get the log pages? Do we get all that additional information? The answer is yes. The Feng Shui Explorer is kind of like the modern day Lopan. The Lopan is a Feng Shui compass with all the information inside. Those days, because they don't have technology like that, so they put all the formulas on a compass ring. But today, you can have all the formulas together with templates on your screen, and you apply that over your floor plans. Everything calculated for you at your fingertips. That's the full scale of the Feng Shui Explorer. So when you do enroll in the Feng Shui Academy, you will automatically get a 1-year subscription to this incredible Feng Shui Explorer software. So even if you're a student from other disciplines of Feng Shui, you will benefit from this as well, because it has all the different schools of Feng Shui and their formulas created in a template form that you can apply immediately. So let me put all this together for you in this format. So you have the Feng Shui Academy new training, all the enhanced edition modules, 50 plus to almost 60 different modules, $3,800 in value. And you also have the Flying Star Feng Shui for period 9. This is like the game changer when it comes to applying Feng Shui for this current 20-year cycle. It's kind of like knowing how to use the ointment. See, a lot of people just want formulas, like give me the ointment, give me the ointment, give me the ointment, right? You can see that in some of the chat. Give them ointment, when is the next ointment coming? This ointment. But these people are just going to be the cloth bleachers. Those who know how to use it are the ones that are making a difference. And that's what these programs are about. I want to show you how you can take this and actually transform your life, not just learning which flying star combination means what does a double 9 mean, what does a 2-1 mean, what does a 2-1 in my creative and wealth palace mean. What it means is one thing, that's just knowing the formula, knowing the ointment. But you want to apply it to your army, you want to apply it to defeat your enemies, your challenges. That's what this training is about. Okay? So you have the 8 Mansions Masterclass to address the long-term thing. This is the foundation of your entire Feng Shui itself, right? And then you also have the Feng Shui Summit live stream where you can get the latest application, how other people are using it, how other people are using their ointment, their secret ointment formula for success. And then you have the Feng Shui Explorer to assist you in doing your charts, reading charts, and even if you want to become a consultant and a practitioner, you have all your charts ready to deploy Feng Shui immediately. All this you add together, it's $11,788 in value. And when you're enrolling today, you get a savings of over 83% for a price of $1,997. Now, the link is on your chat right now, and also on your screen, you can see a QR code. Now, at this point, I need you to think, are you still going to be just the cloth bleachers, or are you going to make that decision to become the traveler who's going to take this formula to the next level? Of course, it's by all means, it's fine to just, I study for academic purposes. That's cool. But if you can take this to the next level, think about what transformation that this will help you with. And we've done this for many, many, many years, by the way. This is the second incarnation of the Feng Shui Academy. It got better over the years. So if you're joining us this time, right now, this is the perfect timing to be in the Academy. Now, as an encouragement for you to take action quickly, I know some people might need some time to think about this, to ask their wife, their family, the kids. Just like, the village head, they have to go back and talk to the family and make sure that it's all right to sell the formula. I get it. However, if you're a fast decision maker, you're one that already know for sure that this is going to transform your life, I have something to encourage you. See this right here? This is the Feng Shui starter kit that comes with that acrylic compass. This is a $500 gift. If you guys are making a decision right now to join the Academy, we will include this as one of our gifts to you. This is going to apply to the first 50 who make that decision. So I'm going to give you this code right now one more time, and the link for you to click into. Now guys, click on the link and go and have a look at the page, okay? I will be talking about these 10 tips and how to mitigate Sachi along the way as I'm explaining to you what is inside this training program as well, okay? But this is what I want you to do right now. Click on the link, go to the page right now. I know that this is the game changer. Anyone who ever wants to study Feng Shui, this is the correct path and the only path I know that you could learn this in the most structured manner and master the art. Now, you could join us for a one-time payment for $1,997, or if you would like a little bit of flexibility, there's an option for a 6-part payment of $397. Now, think about this. If $400 can really solve your biggest challenges and problems in life, is it worth the investment? Before you say, no, I cannot, I don't have, you don't block yourself first. Open up a little bit, all right? Just think about possibilities. Before you shut down, okay? Remember Ethan's story. Hear me out first, believe me later, okay? Hear me out first, believe me later. Don't shut down first, yeah? A lot of times when we get a bit uncomfortable, that is the point of breakthrough we need. Okay, you can talk to those who have joined the Academy many, many years ago. They are very thankful that I pushed them a little bit to make that decision, because once they did, they broke through their comfort zone and they made the transformation. A lot of people did that. That leap of faith could be this turning point right now for you. Remember Ethan's story? We went through the homework this morning. I remember distinctly that he said he wants to increase the monthly income by another $7,000, right? Think about it. He wants to increase the income by another $7,000. I don't know where his income is, but that is the increment he wants to make. You think about it. Every month that he does not achieve that $7,000, every month that he does not achieve that $7,000, is $7,000 not made. Go by 10 months, that's $70,000, isn't it? Right? You think about it. That's the cost of not improving. Now you may say, yeah, but there's no guarantee they'll make it anyway, right? The cynical thing come out, right? But if they don't do anything, there's a guarantee that he won't make it at all. So a lot of people don't realize the cost of not taking action. And what was the other one that we were looking at? Edwin, right? Edwin's story earlier we talked about. So he wants to double his income to 100K, right? 100,000. So right now he's not doubling it, right? So I assume it's 50,000, right? So it's a 50,000 gap. So You take that by 12 months, not achieving in 12 months, that's 600,000, right? And in 10 years' time, that's 6 million. And if you take that long to use Feng Shui, let's just say, right, it won't, right? But let's say it does because it works slower for Edwin. 6,000 compared to a small gold ingot investment of 2,000 bucks compared to 6,000 cost that he's not getting. How much is the percentage here? That's about 0.03% compared to the cost of not being able to achieve this at all, right? The cost of inaction. So you think about it. Remember, Feng Shui works in the background, okay? So think of the problems you wish to solve with Feng Shui. Of course, if you have no problems to solve whatsoever, then obviously you don't need to learn this. Or if you're not ever going to use it, then yeah, of course. But if you do want to make that changes, then this will be a fraction of the investment compared to the cost of inaction in the long run. And by the way, there are two costs that every human being has in life. Two biggest ones. And none of us can escape it. The first one is the cost of inaction, of not doing something towards our future goal. There's always a cost. The second one is tax. You got to pay tax anyway. Compared to an installment of 400 bucks, I mean, right, for a lot of you guys who are business owners, this is tax deductible. So you're going to pay the government anyway, right? So might as well invest back in yourself to acquire new knowledge. Okay, so I want to show you here is the absolute enrollment deadline before I continue with the rest of the details of the application ointments, the 10 secrets and all that. I want to tell you just the deadline, all right? Our enrollment for the Feng Shui Academy will close on midnight of this date, GMT +8. Okay, thereafter, we're going to wait for another 1 year to another 18 months before we reopen enrollment. So during that time, you're probably on your own doing the anointment, right? But if you're part of the academy, there'll be a lot of ongoing progress and learning that you can make studying this training. Okay, now every investment has some risks except for this one, because there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So my suggestion to you is this. Join the program first. Try it and see if the lessons are good, you learn something, your lifestyle improving, just keep it, right? But if you try it for 30 days and you say, oh my God, kids, a lot of problems came, you cannot have the time, whatever, right? I don't care whatever the reason it is, you find that within that 30 days, you want to back out of it, no questions asked, money back. That's it, easy. So try it out first. Maybe for another 30 days, your life really transformed, that ex relationship start to cure itself, your career start to pick up, who knows, right? So think about it, right? What would you usually spend $397 on, right? And what would it actually give you back if you spend $397? You compare this a little bit and then you'll see, right? The first scenario is maybe you could spend something for your house. Think about it, right? You can buy a new fridge like this, and the result is, this fridge is $494, and as a result, you get cooler groceries, but then exactly the same life. Or you can invest in a better you, that's what most people do, right? You could treat yourself to a weekend getaway. Go to Disneyland, stay at the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, that's $550. You get peace for one night and then it's back to your stressful life once again. Or you can invest in a better situation for your future, that's what a lot of people would do. So in this case, you can invest in a new qualification. Listen, you can't just wait until luck changes. It doesn't work like that. You have to do something to change your life, right? You gotta learn a new skill. Even if it's not Feng Shui, it's something else, like an MBA. So the average cost of an MBA in the US is around $232,985. This is according to Business Because. You can see here, right? So this is a new skill, same wrong timing, and no guaranteed returns. Same thing. Now, which one of these actually compounds and multiplies your results for the next 20 years or more? The fridge, Disneyland, your MBA? Think about it. Or there's scenario 4 for you guys. You can go all in on yourself and hire this guy to help train you in Feng Shui. So you can do Feng Shui for the rest of your life and every aspect of your life, not only just for you, but for the people you love too. So let me put this all together one more time before I start giving you the 10 tips and some mitigation techniques. These items, every single one of these are included as part of your enrollment this year. And if you make a quick decision right now, you may even get the starter kit as part of your package. Listen guys, this is the ointment in this story I just told you about. And this is exactly how you can monetize that ointment. Look, I'll take this one step further. You know, from day one, I told you that I'll be making you an offer. Well, this is it. And maybe you're thinking, sounds good, but I'm not really sure if this is the right time. For $400 a month, it's not exactly so easy. What if I try it? It's not for me. Fair enough. But here's what I will do. If you join right now and go through the training program for at least 30 days, you want to go through it, you still feel that it isn't worth for you after you really go through the exercises and try, just say the word, and not only give you back your full refund, I'll go one step further for you guys. I'll send you a special gift. It's just as a thank you, just for giving your energy and giving your all and be willing to actually explore this and give this a chance. Because I'm so confident that if you use the Feng Shui, use the learning, things will change better for you. And because I also respect your time in trying this out. So this is a new book that we have. It's based on my best-selling courses. It's called Feng Shui for Beginners. I believe that if you try for 30 days, life got in the way, it didn't work out for you, at least you should leave with a gift that helps you, pick this up. Maybe at some point you return and you see the benefit. Okay? Now, in order to get this, in order not to abuse the system, you got to show my team that you have done the work during that first 30 days. All right? Show us that you've done the work, and still you cannot, we'll even give you a gift just for trying. All right? Now guys, this offer won't be around later. Not at this price for sure, not with this guarantee, and certainly not with this kind of energetic window. All right? So we are at the right place, right time, right now. So even if there's one tiny part of you right now that's leaning in, I'd say give it a go. Try it. The only thing you risk is you're finally going to get it right.